Larry Knight, Andre Wakefield, some of those guys back. Loyola's had a pretty good history of basketball themselves, obviously, and those were great rivals, local teams. You know, them along with Notre Dame and Marquette at that point were our traditional rivals going back through most of Ray Meyer's career, probably.
We know this is going to be a tough game. We know the intensity level is going to be at conference level play, Big East level intensity. So it's a great tune-up for us. We certainly want to play well and win this game going into Big East play.
Fun to relive all those memories between DePaul and Loyola. Coming up next, we'll take a look ahead to DePaul's Big East schedule. Tough January coming up.
Seconds remaining. 20 seconds remaining.
Back inside Allstate Arena, create your own DePaul basketball ticket package by purchasing a Pick 6 mini plan for only $99. Simply choose any 6 Big East Conference home games from the schedule. Catch the next generation of DePaul basketball by calling 773-325-SLAM. Zach Zaidman, Jeff Blanzy back with you. Halftime here in Rosemont, and the first Big East game on the schedule, that begins Wednesday when Seton Hall visits DePaul. And last time DePaul and Seton Hall played, it was a very successful game for the Blue Demons.
It was, and it was last game of the season last season. And yeah, they did a great job against the Pirates, and they get to open with them this season as the Big East schedule gets underway. But you know, Zach, you look at the teams that DePaul has to open the season with: Seton Hall, Providence, Connecticut. Look at the records of the teams that they have to play. Seton Hall 11-2, 8-4, 9-2 Connecticut. Then they go to, or they have Cincinnati, who's 12-1. And then Pittsburgh, who's 12-1. So it is not an easy start of the Big East portion of the season for DePaul. They'll have to be ready to play basketball and ready to play, very tough basketball against very good teams.
But you know, they've played terrific basketball so far during the non-conference portion of the season. Blue Demons 9-3, depending on what happens here, and DePaul looking to get that 10th non-conference win for the first time since the 1999-2000 season. Can the Demons do it? We'll find out next. Halftime here in Rosemont. DePaul and Loyola tied at 33. Entertaining first half between DePaul and Loyola, tied at 33 at the break. Zach Zabin, Jeff Blanzy with you. Blue Demons jumped out to a 9-point lead early, and the Ramblers came back.
Well, the Loyola came back because of their effectiveness in the paint. Christian Thomas down low, nice pass there from Cully. Payne got the basket. It's a team-high 10 points. And then Jordan Hicks, smooth off the glass. Payne to the glass again for Loyola. He has 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting, but DePaul responds with some great outside shooting, especially from Jamie Crockett. Hit back-to-back threes. Crockett with 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting. But again, Loyola stays close. Outside shooting there of White. And then Jordan Hicks off the miss. But Thomas right there for the tip in as DePaul fails to box out. And then Devin Turk right before the half ties the game at 31. Right now we're tied at 33. Loyola has never led in this game, but again, we've had 7 ties. Field goals from the field, both teams pretty even there. DePaul shooting 54%, Loyola 52%. Free throws, not too much of a difference there. But again, the big difference is points inside the paint. Loyola with 23, DePaul with just 10. Rebounds, DePaul 15 and Loyola 12.
The second half is next. DePaul and Loyola tied at 33. Fans, be sure to visit the official athletics online store at shop.DePaulBlueDemons.com for official Nike game day gear. Purchasing Blue Demon merchandise for the Blue Demon in your family has never been easier. That's shop.DePaulBlueDemons.com.
And you're talking about the 2 big scorers for both teams, Ben Avercamp and Cleveland Melvin for DePaul. These guys are averaging 16 and 18 points a game. And look at the numbers today. 2 for Ben Avercamp, 5 for Cleveland Melvin, and they just haven't been able to find the mark, which is kind of a surprise. Now keep in mind, Cleveland Melvin has a consecutive double-digit scoring streak of 26 games. A little bit in jeopardy. He has just 5 right now.
Yeah, scored 7 total against Loyola in the victory over the Ramblers a year ago at the Gentile Center. Loyola ball to begin the second half, going from left to right from our vantage point. Avercamp out of the circle. Demons play half-court man-to-man. Payne off a curl, has it at the free throw line, flips it behind him to Thomas, underneath to Avercamp, turnover. Here come the Demons. Brandon Young with the ball. Diagonal pass to McKinney, flying to the basket. The layup is good from the right side.
Charles McKinney getting the start here in the second half, as is Robertson, as Oliver Purnell shakes up the lineup a little bit. And it works. McKinney gets the first 2 of his half.
Crockett and Kirk will come off the bench, here in half number 2. A 3 on the way. No good. I should say McDonald Crockett is in there, gets the rebound, and here come the Demons. Young off to the left. DePaul 35, Loyola 33. Opening minute of the second half. Brandon Young yelling at his teammates, so calls out a set play. McKinney, right of the circle, left side pass for Young. Chrisman on him. 15 to shoot. Crockett head of the key, off to the right. McKinney bounces it underneath to Young, right of the lane, hops into the paint. Lefty floater goes down.
Strong move down low by Brandon Young. Nice pass, entry pass there by Charles McKinney to Young. Young kind of whirled in the lane a little bit and got the soft one to go with the left hand.
Payne on the move, stops at the top of the key, does that reverse pivot, gets it back, fires up the three, no good. Rebound underneath Hicks, and he hits the deck, so does Darrell Robertson Jr.
Ball off to a nice start here in the second half. Nice entry pass there to Brandon Young, and Young kind of whirled in the lane and threw it up to the left. And then right before that basket, Young to Charles McKinney, who went fly into the basket to give DePaul a 4-point lead here to start the second half.
And that foul by Darrell Robertson Jr., his third, so Donovan Kirk now in the game. Loyola ball, minute and a half gone by in the second half. Avercamp, left wing, Chrisman head of the circle. DePaul 37, Loyola 33. Hicks, right baseline, angle cut off by Kirk. Underneath Chrisman, layup, banks it home.
Nice look down low to Chrisman. Nice pump fake, too, to get his man up in the air and then go up with it at the basket. Off glass.
Crockett was looking for Kirk. Miscommunication leads to a turnover.
Problem was, Kirk wasn't looking for Crockett. That's what happened there.
Brandon Young, 10 points for the Demons. So he's hit the double-figure mark. Once again, 12 times this season. Chrisman off to the left, penetrates, up and under move, shot blocked by Melvin. Good defensive play. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by DePaul.
DePaul averaging almost 6 blocks a game, Zach. That's just their first one so far here in the second half. Here in the game, I should say. Cully along the baseline, and Kirk and Cleveland Melvin went up and kind of knocked it away simultaneously.
Payne, kick out, Hicks. Drives baseline, angle cut off. Loose ball tracked down by Hicks. Payne, the cross-court pass to Avercamp, wide open. Misses the tray.
Avercamp, but ice cold this entire game.
Melvin turnaround jump, shot partially blocked. Payne picks up the garbage, and here comes the Ramblers. Chrisman off to the right, kick out Hicks, launches for three, no good. Thomas the offensive board for Loyola. Payne wide open, another tray, he hits.
The unexpected point production out of Cully Payne for Loyola.
And that gives the Ramblers the lead. First time this game, Loyola has the advantage.
Again, Cully Payne not known for his scoring, but he's getting it done here this afternoon. Nice look from Chrisman to Cully Payne, and Payne knocks down the three ball right there. Payne now with a game-high 12 points, and if you look how far he was back, that was almost that was almost NBA range for Cully Payne.
Yeah, this has not been the usual situation when these two have played. Keep in mind that Loyola has not beaten DePaul since January 21st, 1989. The Blue Demons have won 11 consecutive games against the Ramblers. DePaul has won 7 straight overall coming into this game. DePaul undefeated in the month of December. And overall, when you talk about schools in the Chicagoland area, the Blue Demons have won 9 straight games, and that includes victories this season at Chicago State and NIU, Northern Illinois, right here at Allstate Arena.
You know, Zach, we can talk about streaks and all that good stuff, and, you know, numbers are always good to throw up on the screen and show you what's been going on between these two teams. But I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, Porter Moser has not mentioned one time this week to his team that DePaul has beaten the Ramblers 11 straight times. I guarantee it. They just don't do it. These kids on this team right now for Loyola, they don't, the first time that streak started, 11 games ago, half those kids were probably in grade school.
Yeah, you're right. They've got the 6th youngest team in NCAA Division I basketball, and they have not beaten a Big East school since 1994, a 70-58 victory at Notre Dame. But the Ramblers this season do have one victory against a school from the BCS Conference, Mississippi State, 2 weeks ago. So,
though that he might have mentioned that, and the reason I say that is because you want to get wins like that in case, you may be on the bubble come NCAA tournament time, that you may have enough wins, and then the tournament committee goes back and looks at your quality wins and the records of those quality wins of the teams. So it is a whole different scenario, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But that's why you want to win games like that for later on in the season, if that would happen to come up where you're on the bubble, even for to get the NIT, same thing.
Hey, DePaul fans, like the DePaul Athletics Facebook page for your chance to win 2 courtside seats or a suite for you and 10 friends at a Big East game this season. That's DePaul Athletics on Facebook. So for the first time in this game, the Blue Demons trail Loyola 38, DePaul 37. Not even 3 minutes gone by since the halftime break. DePaul will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Got to go the full end of the floor. Cleveland Melvin to trigger it in, and DePaul's leading scorer has been very quiet in this game. Melvin with just 5 points coming in, averaging nearly 18 a game.
Just 2 of 7 from the floor, Zach.
McKinney has it right wing. Stops the dribble, bounces it to Kirk right of the lane, turn around, hook with the left hand goes down.
Nice move over the big fella Avercamp by Donovan Kirk.
And just like that, the Demons back on top, 39-38. 16:50 to go in the game. Payne trapped along the far sideline. Diagonal pass to Avercamp in the front court. Hicks wide open, right side. Left side, Crispin drives baseline under the basket. Layup partially blocked by Kirk. Loose ball, fought for Crispin and Klahar. Elbow.
Well, nice job by Klahar down there. Little fella came up with a loose ball, and Crispin both had their arms out at the same time, and possession arrow points towards DePaul.
So here come the Blue Demons with Laurel Klahar operating as the point man. Klahar has been a catalyst during the Blue Demons' 7-game winning streak, averaging nearly 10 points a game, 5+ rebounds, nearly 5 assists. Underneath, Kirk left of the lane, turn around, hook, doesn't go. Thomas the rebound for Loyola. Cully Payne brings it into the front court, down the left side, uses a screen, rolls to the middle, stops the dribble, feeds Thomas, 3-point range to the left. Avercamp, left of the lane, backs in on Melvin, turn around, hook from the baseline, rattles it home.
Well, Porter-Mosier's been looking for that, waiting for that this entire game. Get the ball to Avercamp, your leading scorer, and let him do his thing down low. And he did a nice job right there when he put it up with the left.
And the Ramblers back on top by 1. Kirk for 3, missed it. And a rebound taken down by Hicks, but he traveled as he landed.
He kind of stumbled over the fallen Cleveland Melvin there a little bit. He got caught for travel. Fortunate for DePaul.
15:44 to go here in half number 1 official timeout with, I should say, half number 2 official timeout. Loyola 40, DePaul 39, and with just over 15 minutes left to play in today's game, we've reached the Geico Insurance 15-minute timeout. In less than the time remaining on the clock, Geico could help you save 15% or more on car insurance. Call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com to get your quote today. Blue Demons had a rough start to the season, 2-3, including a 1-3 start in the Cancun Challenge around Thanksgiving. Came back to the United States. Since then, they've been on a roll, 7 consecutive wins, but find themselves trailing by 1 here to Loyola with 15:44 to go in the second half.
Numbers have been very impressive, too, during that 7-game winning streak, Zach. Averaging almost 77 points a game. Everything has gone up in the numbers department, in the stats department, when you're winning.
Melvin to give underneath, taken away by Avercamp.
11th turnover for DePaul now. Loyola with 10.
Kiki White with the ball for Loyola. Bounces it to Thomas. Nice look underneath Avercamp. Let one go. Melvin the rebound. And the Blue Demons pushing the tempo. Loyola gets back. Lahar head of the key. Off to Morgan. Launches for 3. No good. Ball poked out of bounds.
Off of Cleveland Melvin there. But Moses Morgan likes that 3-point shot. And he'll take it when he's open. Just didn't fall right there. What I like so far, Zach, about Ben Avercamp, he's really had a tough first half, or a tough game, I should say. Even in the second half as he checks out of the lineup now, but he's been very, very patient. He hasn't shown any frustration, and eventually it's going to start falling for him. He's a very good ball player, just can't get anything go right now for him.
3 Demons in the backcourt. Full court pressure by DePaul. Kiki White's got to get it across the line. He's trapped straight away and flips it to Crispin in the front court along the left side. Crispin hesitation dribble, angle cut off by Klahar. Loyola looks out of sorts, but Crispin weaving his way to the basket. Layup won't go. Rebound tapped around and taken down by Morgan for the Demons. Loyola 40, DePaul 39, 14:40 remaining here in half number 2. Kirk up high, the center for 3. Missed it. Offensive board. McKinney had it, lost it. Ball is loose. Jump ball.
Possession arrow goes to Loyola, but nice job there by Charles McKinney going down low, getting that, trying to come up with an offensive rebound. Got a jump ball. As I mentioned, Avercamp, he comes back into the game. Avercamp has not scored in this game, Zach, since the 10-12 mark of the first half. So he's gone almost 15 minutes in this game without scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game.
Yeah, one of the best players in the Horizon League. Loyola 40, DePaul 39, 14:33 to go second half. Rambler basketball. Full court pressure by the Demons. They have 5 guys in the backcourt there. Now they retreat. Jeff White will work one-on-one against Brandon Young. White, the son of Charles White. Remember him, played his basketball at Bradley. He's a 1,000-point scorer in his career. Osborne, the jumper, doesn't go. Morgan gets pushed from behind, ball knocked out of bounds, so it was last touched by Loyola. Demons basketball.
Avercamp reaching over the back of Jamie Crockett, knocking that ball out of bounds.
Loyola 40, DePaul 39. 14 minutes remaining in the game. Brandon Young with the ball. Morgan off to the left in 3-point territory. Plays catch with Klahar. Free throw line jump, no good. Loose ball tracked down by Avercamp. Like Payne was trying to take him out. Now White with the ball in the front court for Loyola. Payne off to the right, looking to feed Avercamp. Good denial by Morgan. Now Avercamp has it. Poked away by Robertson. And here come the Demons. Crockett across the line down the left side. Crockett spins to the middle. Feeds Young. Fakes for 3. Now Klahar for 3. Missed it from the right side. And the Demons can't hit anything from the perimeter. White with the ball for Loyola. He's into the front court. Off to the left and slows it down. Turk off to the right. Uses a screen. Long jumper. Got it.
A little crazy the last few possessions for both teams, but Turk kind of ended that streak for Loyola, hitting the jumper there and giving Loyola now their biggest lead, 42-39.
3-point advantage for the Ramblers, under 13 minutes remaining in the game. Demons with the ball in the front court, Klahar off to the left. Bodies flying near the free throw line. Robertson and Osborne hit the deck.
Yeah, you mentioned hitting the deck. Osborne just grabbed Robertson and pulled him down to the ground. A little crazy down there, down low. Klahar with a nice job offensively for DePaul today as he goes baseline, and meanwhile to the right of him, Osborne was pulling Robertson down to the floor.
Klahar between the rings. Off to Morgan, right of the circle. Klahar penetrates inside the paint. Scoop shot doesn't go. Rebound Cully. Payne for Loyola. Oh man, the Demons going through a scoring drought here. Payne across the line at the top of the key, penetrates right side, lost the ball. What a defensive play by Clahar. And here come the Demons. Clahar across the line. He's at the top of the key, flips it right side for Morgan, fakes the three, puts it on the floor. To Clahar, head of the key, penetrates, shovels it off to Young, jumper up and good from the left baseline.
Oh, that's a nice way to end that scoring drought, Zach. Nice look there by Clahar. Brandon Young wide open along the baseline.
1 point game, Loyola 42, DePaul 41, 12-10 remaining in the second half. Ramblers with the ball. Jeff White standing just off the DePaul Blue Demon logo at center court. Hicks, right wing behind the arc, Clahar on him. So there's a mismatch somewhere on the floor. Payne has it, top of the key, Demons recover. Young, guarding Payne.
Well, hasn't found that mismatch yet. Clahar guarding the taller Hicks. They need to go to Hicks with the ball.
Turk moving around, launching a wild shot as the shot clock expires and drains it from downtown.
Right in front of the Loyola bench, too. Turk had to shoot the ball. He had no choice as that shot clock wound down, and he just threw it up, and Porter Moser said, "Thank you very much. We'll take it." Now we have a technical foul.
Tony Chiazza blew the whistle. Who's it on?
I believe it's against DePaul. Maybe one of the players. There's definitely a technical foul called. And no, it's against Loyola. Maybe it was Avercamp. Avercamp was jawing with the referees there. Had a few words to say. And it might have been against Avercamp. Still haven't heard officially who it's against, but there's Turk fired up as the shot clock was winding down.
And the Ramblers up by 4. Back inside Allstate Arena where the Loyola Ramblers trying to beat DePaul for the first time since 1989. Moments ago, technical foul called on the freshman, Devin Turk.
Well, after he hit that three-pointer, as the shot clock wound down, he came down the other end of the floor, and you see him join with the DePaul bench right there. Had a few choice words right there. The referee, Tony Chiazza, said, "That's it. I'm not going to put up with that kind of language on this floor." So he gave him a technical foul, and now Brandon Young goes to the free throw line to shoot the technical fouls.
I'm sure it's a one-way conversation that Turk's having right now with head coach Porter Moser on the Loyola bench as Young misses the free throw.
Well, he's a freshman. You'll learn that. You know, you have to learn to keep your cool on the floor no matter what you hear. You know, you're going to hear taunting all the time. You're going to hear from the fans. You're going to hear from the opposing teams. But you got to try and keep your cool as much as possible as Young makes one of two in the technicals.
So it's a 3-point game. 11:31 remaining in the second half. Loyola 45, DePaul 42. Loyola has been a second half team all season long.
Loyola 5 of 14 in the second half. DePaul 4 of 12. So neither team shooting the ball particularly well here in the second half.
McDonald with the ball for the Demons at the free throw line. Turnaround jump, swish.
Tough shot there by McDonald. Turnaround 15-footer. Coming off that whirl of the ball, picked it up and just knocked it down. Nice job by the freshman.
Loyola beats the pressure. Payne in the front court. On the left sideline, Loyola 45, DePaul 44. Under 11 minutes to go here at Allstate Arena. Payne off to the right, uses a screen, launches for three. No good. Young the rebound for the Demons and quickly accelerates. Young across the line. Young top of the key. Hesitation dribble. Driving to his left. Angle cut off. So we'll slow it down. Veteran move by Young to reset the offense. Crockett off to the right. Melvin right of the lane. Backs in on Christmas. Size advantage. Melvin shot off. Glass won't go. Rebound tracked down by Hicks, off to Payne, and Loyola into the front court. Payne drives to his right, the give to Haverkamp, the layup won't go. Here comes Cleveland Melvin for DePaul. Off to Brandon Young, weaving through the Loyola defense. Scoop layup, that won't go. Rebound fought for underneath. Is Hicks out of bounds, or did he call time?
Well, he's out of bounds as the referee gave the ball to DePaul, but I tell you what, a couple of crazy ways to go up and down the court this last two times for both teams. As you see Averkamp get a nice little layup and then don't quite go, a little bit too hard, and back came DePaul. Brandon Young right to the basket. But see, this kind of style of play, though, is exactly what DePaul wants. They like the end-to-end fury.
Ping pong style basketball right there, and a takeaway by Loyola. Jeff White into the front court now, off to the right in three-point territory. Hits McDonald off the dribble. Foul called on DePaul. McDonald picks up the infraction. He appears to be in some sort of discomfort there.
Yeah, he got it at the area of the body where it'll take your breath away.
So to speak.
Yeah, so McDonald will check out. Both teams now with 12 turnovers, Zach. Loyola averaging 13 on the season. DePaul averaging about 15 turnovers a game.
Loyola 45, DePaul 44. 10:02 remaining here in the second half, and it appears, just looking at the DePaul sideline, that they're looking at the throat area for McDonald. Loyola basketball. Averkamp has it, right wing. Off to Hicks inside the paint, loose ball. Foul's been called.
Okay, the way that McDonald was bending over, yeah, there it is right there. You see the elbow of White come right up under McDonald, and
technically you are correct, and he looks fine there, so that's an encouraging sign. But if you do get an elbow to the throat, you will be winded.
Yeah, it's just that initial shock there of that, getting hit there. Kind of take your breath away a little bit.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about a different area as Hicks knocks down the first free throw. Loyola 46, DePaul 44. 9:46 to go second half. Second free throw, no good. Averkamp, the offensive board, fouled on a putback, and Darrell Robertson not happy. That's number 4.
A little upset with himself because then blocks out Averkamp. Averkamp waited till the ball hit the rim the second time and then went up for the rebound and got it off the missed free throw. Robertson goes up, so does Crockett, and then Averkamp waits till the ball comes down and puts up the second shot, and Robertson gets the foul. Averkamp to the line shooting 2.
Averkamp's free throw doesn't go.
I'll tell you what, it's been a rough day for the big fella. He came into this game hitting 13 consecutive free throws in the Loyola's win over St. Peter's. And today, Averkamp is now 0 for 3.
Randall's just 50% from the stripe in this one as Averkamp knocks down the second and gives Loyola a 3-point advantage. Into the front court come the Demons. Crockett trapped near midcourt, flips it to the point guard, Brandon Young. Young between the legs with the dribble, inside the paint, floater, left hand, backs it home. Pretty move by Brandon Young.
He's fearless when he goes in that lane to the basket. Not afraid to mix it up with the big guys.
4 Demons in the backcourt, off the made basket. Loyola into the front court. Now Hicks off to the right. Payne slowing down the pace. for Loyola at the head of the key. Ramblers 47, Demons 46. 9 minutes to go, second half. Avercamp on the drive. The bucket is good.
There's the Ben Avercamp we know. Nice drive to the basket, double pump. Look for Loyola now to go more to Avercamp, maybe get him going.
Young off to the left, working on Christmas. Beats him off the dribble. Underneath, falls hard. Brandon Young going to the line.
Avercamp tried to take the charge, but wasn't there in time. Didn't get himself set. But I mentioned Brandon Young, just fearless going to the basket. Avercamp got there along the baseline to take the charge, but not quite quick enough, as Young was already up in the air and going towards the basket when contact was made down low.
Loyola 49, DePaul 46, 8:50 remaining here in half number 2. The Demons have struggled at the free throw line in this one, just 50% from the stripe. First one up by Young, that's no good.
Brandon Young, you're usually a pretty solid free throw shooter. Short right there. Again, DePaul still trailing by 3 after leading by as many as 9 in the first half.
Young, 15 points. And it stays that way as he misses.
Put up short twice. Usually don't see that with Brandon Young. Off the front of the iron.
That came into the game, 75% free throw shooter from the stripe. All right, here comes Loyola. Off to the left. Foul away from the ball.
Moses Morgan holding Avercamp. Avercamp trying to get in position down low on the block, and Moses Morgan is holding on there a little bit. Cully Payne along the far side right in front of his bench and tried to get the ball to Avercamp. Loyola now, I guarantee you Loyola now is going to look more to Avercamp. They got to get him more involved in this game.
Payne has it along the left sideline. Back to the basket, McKinney, the Demons' best on-the-ball defender, guarding the talented Iowa transfer, Cully Payne.
I mentioned Avercamp, he's just 3 of 9 from the field, Zach.
Christmas off to the right, looked like he traveled, wasn't called. Payne for 3! Block shot.
Watch is right. 6-point lead, the biggest of the game, and Oliver Pennell says that's enough. I need a timeout.
8 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the second half, and Loyola extends to its biggest lead of the game, 52-46 over DePaul. Cully Payne, this is something that he's used to doing, launching the long three-pointer and knocking it down in crunch time. A few years back during the 2009-2010 season, Payne was the Sporting News All-Big Ten freshman team member at Iowa. So he's played against big competition, not fazed by the fact that Loyola, a Horizon League team, is playing a Big East school.
And he shot the ball awfully well. He's made 5 of 7 from the field. He has a team high 15 points. And he's just getting the job done. And I don't think that DePaul was really expecting him to be able to score like that. He came into the game only averaging 7 a game, and he's doubled that here, and we still have 8 minutes to go in this game.
And the Ramblers atop the Horizon League in three-point shooting. It's been a staple, one of the reasons that the Ramblers are 8-3 this season. Blue Demons basketball out of the timeout. Got to go the full end of the floor. Brandon Young will bring it up for DePaul. Loyola 52, DePaul 46. 8 minutes remaining in the second half. Blue Demons have won 11 straight against the Ramblers. They'll need to rally from behind to win this one. Young has it off to the right. At the top of the key, behind the back with the dribble. Between the legs with the dribble. Pull up, jump. Off glass won't go. Loose ball picked up by Hicks under the basket. And out of Payne. Demons retreat.
Not a very good shot there by Brandon Young. Forced it up. Plenty of time left on the shot clock, too, when he put that ball up.
Avercamp, left wing behind the arc. To the middle, Thomas. Jumper is good for the free throw line.
Thomas got on the backside of Brandon Young, and Young didn't realize where Thomas was, and Thomas was wide open in the lane there and knocked down the jumper.
Loyola 54, DePaul 46, under 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Klahar, head of the circle, inside the paint, drives to his right, wild shot won't go. He got fouled, though. Klahar going to the line for a pair of free throws.
Well, DePaul's not shooting the ball well from outside. If we're going to get back into this game, Zach, they need to go to the basket and make those shots.
All going right for the Ramblers, up by 8 with 7:21 remaining in the second half. start the new year off with a new season of Big East basketball. DePaul men's basketball beginning their conference schedule against Seton Hall on Wednesday, January 2nd. Tip-off at 8 p.m. at Allstate Arena. Tickets begin at only $9. Reserve your seats and join the fun and excitement of Blue Demon basketball. Alongside Jeff Blancy, I'm Zach Zaidman. The Loyola Ramblers trying to do something they haven't done since January of 1989. That's beat the DePaul Blue Demons. 11 consecutive losses for the Ramblers against DePaul. In fact, Loyola hasn't beaten a Big East team since knocking off Notre Dame in 1994. Halfn misses the first of 2 free throws. Loyola 54, DePaul 46, 7:21 remaining.
Yeah, DePaul's got to knock down these free throws too. You know, you get forced to the line, you miss a layup, you get forced to the line, and now you got to make these free throws. You're down by 7 now, but you've got to get some consistency at the line. And I'll tell you another thing they got to do is they got to start getting the ball more to Cleveland Melvin. Melvin is just 2 of 8 from the field for just 5 points. Now remember, he has got a streak going of 26 consecutive games in double figures. Very much in jeopardy here this afternoon.
Yeah, but only scored 7 against Loyola a year ago. Here's Hicks on the drive. Layup, too strong. Avercamp, the putback off glass from the left side.
Well, somebody just forgot to box out Avercamp there. Might have been Melvin.
Loyola 56, DePaul 47, 7 minutes remaining in the second half. Remember, in the first half, Melvin took a spill, hit his head on the floor, opened up a cut, hasn't been the same player since. Young, left of the circle to Melvin, head of the key with a bandage on the left side of his head. Jumper on the way by Crockett, short. Rebound taken down by Christian Thomas for Loyola.
Nice job there defensively by Hicks. Forced Jamie Crockett to take a bad shot. A double pump in the midair.
Thomas head of the circle, working on Melvin. Rolls to his right, stops the dribble. Avercamp, right wing, now to Payne. The point man beats McDonald. Shovels a left side pass. 3 on the way is good by Jordan Hicks from the left corner. And Loyola now up by 12.
Ball's got to get some stops at the defensive end, and they got to make some baskets like this one right here. It didn't go by Charles McKinney, but Ball's got to get some stops defensively right now. 6 minutes to go and down by 12 points.
McKinney with the up fake got fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Credit Loyola with doing the job on the offensive end. Cully Payne goes baseline and kicks it out there to Hicks, and Hicks with a lot of time to set up for that 3 and knock it down. Ball just 2 of 7 now from the line in this second half.
Charles McKinney has 1 more free throw at the stripe. Loyola 59, DePaul 47. 6:07 remaining here in the second half. And McKinney stops the bleeding momentarily, but the Blue Demons still down by 11 points here. Chrisman along the near sideline. He's trapped, bounces it to Avercamp underneath the basket. Now Cully Payne's got it. He's trapped. He stopped the dribble, gets it to Avercamp. Loyola just gets it across. Hicks off to the left, slows it down, waits for his teammates to play catch up, and now Payne's got the ball, left wing behind the arc. Under 6 minutes to go. Loyola up by 11 and with the ball. Christian Thomas off to the left. Feeds Payne, pushed out of bounds by Darrell McDonald. Foul on McDonald.
I don't know what McDonald was trying to do there right in front of the Loyola bench. He just gave a little shove and knocked the guy out of bounds. But it's not the kind of play you need in this situation. I know he steals, but get smart steals. Don't foul like that.
So McDonald sits. Brandon Young back in the game for DePaul. Top of the key, Avercamp for Loyola. Ramblers up by 11, 59-48 over DePaul. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second half. Hicks working on Halfn. Left side, Payne holds the ball over his head. Young on him, uses a screen, rolls to the left, launches for 3. Back rim doesn't go. Melvin the rebound, DePaul on the run. Melvin across the line, feeds Young off to the right. Stop and pop on the free throw line. Back rim doesn't go. Loose ball tracked down by McKinney. Back to Young. Fake left side. Goes up, step back jumper, shot, no good. It rimmed out, but Young got fouled going to the free throw line.
That was a nice play by Brandon Young. Went along the baseline. He made sure he got the Loyola defender up in the air first, and then went up to try and get the 3-point play, but basket didn't go. But Brandon Young makes a nice move along the baseline, and he got Chrisman up in the air, and then as Chrisman's coming down, Young goes up to make contact, got the shot off, didn't go, but Young to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, but the Demons, 3 of 8 from the free throw line in the second half. And Young misses again from the strike.
Like you said, we've talked about it earlier, Brandon Young, usually a pretty solid free throw shooter throughout the season.
1 of 6 from the line in this one, Brandon Young. Ugly free throw numbers. As Young knocks down the second, 10-point game. A little more than 5 minutes to go, second half. Full court pressure by DePaul. Avercamp handling the ball, stops the dribble, needs help. Got to call time. That could prove costly down the stretch here if the Demons are able to mount a comeback.
Well, Loyola now, that is their 2 timeouts left now as they call timeout right there. But yeah, the only way DePaul's going to get back in this game right now is, number 1, they got to start making free throws, number 1. Number 2, they got to keep the pressure on full court, and they got to come up with steals. They got to get stops at the offensive end for Loyola. If DePaul can't come up with any stops, this game's not. There's no way they're going to win this game. They're down by 10 right now with 5 minutes to go.
DePaul women's basketball opens the Big East season when they take on nationally ranked Louisville on Saturday, January 5th. The Blue Demons tip off at 5 p.m. at McGrath-Phillips Arena. Tickets are $8 for children, $10 for adults, with parking only $6 right next to the arena. Bring the family and experience the best in Big East basketball.
Well,
Where are the DePaul women? Look at them watching this game here at Allstate Arena.
I was supporting the guys. Nice to see that. Remember, DePaul came into this game averaging 7 to 8 points a game. Their season low is 59.
All along, the layup is good.
That's what you need now. That's what you need, a little spark. Let's see if they can play off that. Lahar come up to steal. Now an 8-point game again.
4 Demons in the backcourt. Full court pressure. Christian Thomas flips it to Payne in the front corner on the left side. Loyola 59, DePaul 51. 4.5 minutes to go in this second half. Avercamp back to the basket. Off the Payne, driving to his right, flips it left side for Chrisman. And an offensive foul on Cully Payne.
Nice job there by DePaul to get the offensive charge, but Lahar trying to provide a spark. He just took it away on the crossover by Cully Payne. They went in to get the easy bunny to make it an 8-point game, and now you get a charge at one end, now a chance to cut into that lead of Loyola even more.
Loyola 59, DePaul 51, 4:15 to go. Lahar loses the ball in front of Oliver Purnell. Costly turnover for the Blue Demons.
And an unforced turnover as well, as Brandon Young made a pass there to Lahar that should have been handled by Lahar. It was a little low, but still a catchable situation there for Lahar.
It's a good thing Coach had the quick movement with the legs and the hands there, because Lahar was barreling down.
But again, an untimely, unforced turnover by DePaul. After they did a nice job to get the charge on Cully Payne, and then they come right back and turn the ball over.
4:10 to go, second half. Loyola with the ball up by 8. Weaving his way to the basket. Jeff White, scoop layup, doesn't go. McKinney the rebound for the Demons. Off to Lahar, DePaul pushing the pace. Lahar across the line, right side pass for Young. Fakes the 3, puts it on the floor. Right of the lane, back to the basket. Kick out McKinney, right side. Left side for Lahar, his 3 is off. Rebound Robertson, he's fouled.
That's if you go against Loyola. That'll send Robertson to the line. I believe it's going to be Avercamp. Yep, Avercamp gets the foul.
Yeah, the Demons play catch-up. 3:51 to go. DePaul down 8 to Loyola. Blue Demons trying to avoid their first loss to Loyola since 1989. It's the Ramblers 59, the Demons 51, 3:51 remaining here in half number 2 at Allstate Arena.
Well, Robertson at the line for DePaul, trying to cut into that 8-point lead, but again, we keep mentioning, and I don't want to sound like a broken record all the time, Zach. We talk about Cleveland Melvin and his productivity in this game. He has yet to score a basket since 5:36 of the first half. 5:36 of the first half. Cleveland Melvin has not scored 1 point.
He's got just 5 points. As Robertson drains the first, one more. Cleveland Melvin has a streak going of 26 consecutive games in double figures. The last time he did not score in double figures, had 8 points at Louisville last season, January 14th.
Well, there's a lane violation. The free throw by Robertson was called off. One of the DePaul players got in there a little bit too quick.
So still an 8-point game. Loyola 59, DePaul 51, 3:40 remaining in the game. Rambler ball. Thomas top of the key off to the right. It's Hicks. Uses a screen. Hop step in the paint. Up fake. Shot on the way. No good. And a rebound for Clahar. Clahar puts it on the floor. Outlet to Young. One-on-one with Payne. Wild shot off glass. Too strong. Young the rebound. Lost the ball. It's picked up by Clahar. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Loyola.
Yeah. Wild scramble there. But Brandon Young missed the first layup, but he went in there strong, trying to get the foul in the basket. Didn't get it, but fortunately for DePaul, it went off for Loyola. But again, the Ramblers still lead, 59-51.
White sits, Chrisman back in for Loyola. Demons ball, Melvin, 3-point range to the right. Up high now, Clahar. Loyola 59, DePaul 51, 3:15 remaining in the second half. Young right of the lane, back to the basket, backs in, turns inside the paint, hook shot, left hand, no good. Rebound, Robertson. His putback doesn't go in. Another putback, slapped in off the glass by Charles McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney with a nice, he just slapped at the ball and happened to go off the glass and go in. Lead is down to 6 now.
Under 3 minutes to go, Loyola with the ball. Up 59-53 over to Paul. Cully Payne looks to his head coach. Porter Moser gets the call. Chrisman left side, top of the key, Thomas. Now to Payne between the rings, Clahar on him. Demons play half court man-to-man. A screen, Payne rolls to his left, stops mid-post, kick out, kicks at the free throw line. Now to Chrisman, left side for Payne, under 10 to shoot. Payne weaving his way through DePaul's defense, the scoop layup, banks it home. Here comes Clahar, back the other way, left side, wild shot. He gets it off glass.
Nice play there by Clahar. You got to go right to the basket. Look for a foul and make sure you make the shot if you can, and Clahar did.
Aberkamp gets it across the line. 2 minutes to go. Bodies flying everywhere. Loyola 61, DePaul 55. Chrisman has the ball between the circles, guarded by Young. Needs help, feeds Payne, and he's fouled by Clahar.
I was just going to say, now you're to the point of this game, Zach, down by 6, where you might want to think about fouling. But you got to make sure you foul the worst shooter on the floor by Loyola. But Cully Payne with a nice drive to keep Loyola with the lead. He went right around Darrell Robertson. Darrell Robertson laid it up and in at the other end. It was Clahar who got the basket off glass, off the break.
Now Cully Payne at the free throw line. Blue Demons have struggled mightily in this game from 3-point range, just 25%. And DePaul has lived and died by the three-pointer this season. In the 3 losses this year, DePaul shooting 16% from 3-point range, and that number is in the neighborhood.
Boy, Cully Payne has been a pain for DePaul all afternoon. Payne now with 18 points, 6 of 9 from the field. Now 19 points.
Yeah, knocks down the second one as well. Demons get it to Morgan, head of the circle, off to the left. It's J.B. Crockett, flips it to Clahar, right wing behind the arc. Under 2 minutes to go. Clahar has the ball poked away by Payne. And here come the Ramblers. Diagonal pass to White, who slows it down. Oh, Loyola playing very disciplined basketball here. Cully Payne leading the way, a season-high 19 points for the Ramblers. Loyola 63, DePaul 55, under a minute and a half to go here in the second half. Payne with the ball right wing behind the arc. Puts it on the floor, inside the paint. Diagonal pass to the left, Chrisman. Now back to Payne. Eating clock here with a dribbling exhibition. Long three. Wow. Cully Payne putting the game away with a huge shot from downtown. Loyola 66, DePaul 55, 22 points for Cully Payne in this one. Under a minute to go. Young has it right wing behind the arc at the free throw line. Whistle.
Well, that three by Cully Payne may have put the nail in the coffin right there. 11-point lead now with less than a minute to go. Cully Payne has just been absolutely incredible for the Ramblers. A three ball right there, giving him 22 points now for this game. And that is a season high for Cully Payne. And with an 11-point lead now, it's going to be very difficult for DePaul to come away with a win here and extend their winning streak.
DePaul was on such a roll following the 1-3 Cancun challenge. 7 straight wins as Young knocks down the first free throw, makes it a 10.